Hey guys, Dennis here. Hope you're all having a good Friday. I'm on the back patio of our new house. As you can see, it backs up to the woods. It's really pretty. Just want to give you a quick update. Last week, I went to visit my family in North Carolina and stayed with my mom for a week and got to visit with my brother and his wife and different family members and friends, and that was really good. It was a hard trip in a lot of ways just because there was a lot of processing of emotions and things like that, but it was really good. So glad I was able to go. And another thing I wanted to talk to you guys about today is what it's like to become a disabled person. And my overarching statement will be is it really sucks. Yeah, obviously my speech is messed up, and I've always had a pretty quick wit, and now by the time I think of something witty to say in a conversation, it takes me so long to get it out, the moment passed. So kind of missed my timing there, but it does make it very difficult to have a conversation, especially if we're in a restaurant or somewhere out in public. The other thing is becoming increasingly difficult for me to eat. And I didn't really know this, I don't think, but your tongue is a muscle, and since that muscle is dying, that's why I talk funny and why it's becoming harder to chew food. So I'm really messy. I'm kind of like a 4-year-old eating. Traveling is difficult. I'm still driving, which I don't have a problem with, but getting in and out of the car is quite an ordeal. And traveling by plane, I found out can be difficult. We were in the Phoenix airport about 3 weeks ago, and I was going through security, and I had my cane. And I told the lady at security, I said, I would prefer not to take off my belt because it's hard for me to put it back on. And she snapped at me and said, well, unless you want someone to pat down your groin, you better take it off. So I thought, oh my gosh. So I had to put my cane on the conveyor thing there to go through security. Took my belt off. My pants would not stay up. So I went to the little x-ray thing and held my hands up, and my pants started to fall down. And she said, your pants are too low. And so I didn't say this, but I wish I would have. She could have had my hands up or my pants up, but one of them was gonna fall down. So she was really super rude, but I was really glad my kids were there to help me put my belt back on. So just in general, it's really hard. The world is not made for people with disabilities. I know a lot of progress has been made, but it's just really hard to navigate. Even driving through McDonald's this morning, I went to the drive-thru and they were handing me my coffee cup, and my left hand, like I've said before, just doesn't work very well, so I had a really hard time grasping the cup. But enough about that. One thing I was really happy when I was in North Carolina was just to continue to give the message I feel like God's given me about there's something good and eternal is going to come out of my life with ALS. So I'm still very hopeful about what God's doing now and what He's going to do in the future. So please keep praying and pray for me and my wife Danielle, for our kids, for my mom, and yeah, those prayers are really helpful. So please share the video if you felt led to do so, because the prayers really are so helpful. And then last thing, I'm hoping to get one more trip before I'm unable to travel again. I wanted to take Danielle and at least my two daughters to Boston on fall break, and then drive over to Niagara Falls and fly back from there. So that's October 8th. So just pray that I have the strength to be able to make that trip, because we're going to make the financial investment to go. So please pray about that. But love you guys. Send me texts. I really appreciate the messages and all the prayers. Thanks, guys. Take care.